Hello my loves, I'm Ellie Frost. Welcome to this channel where we are talking about the multi-dimensional approach to rapidly and radically healing and transforming during and after narcissistic abuse. And this video is about how the narcissist is always judging you. Right, where to start? So it feels really off when we know we're being judged, when we're being judged unfairly, when we're being held to other people's standards that we haven't agreed to, which it will feel like in a narcissistic abusive cycle, nothing we do is ever good enough, right? We're not meeting the mark. We're being judged on things that we haven't agreed to, right? And we're being looked down upon, yeah? Criticized, patronized, yeah? And that is the kind of energy the narcissist has, right? Because they think they're better than you. Yeah. And they're not judging you on your authentic values and truth and how much you're being yourself. They're judging you on how much you are being what they need you to be. Remember, if you've seen my videos before, one of the subconscious programs the narcissist is implanting in your brain is that you don't exist in your own right, right? You exist and only matter in light of what the narcissist wants you to be. They are manipulating and molding and conditioning you to be their source of supply of vital life force, energy, emotions, finances, resources, whatever they can get out of you. But also, you are basically being judged in accordance to how much you are playing the role they want you to play, right? And narcissistic parents in particular see their children as an extension of them. Yeah, so they may, if the child is doing something that they can brag about that makes the narcissist look good, they'll take it on as their own accomplishment. You know, you doing very well at school, it's the narcissist will basically take credit for your accomplishments. But if you're acting in a way the narcissist doesn't like, yeah, you'll get their condemnation. I remember my father speaking about, my dad is a narcissist, speaking about one of his sons and how he was kind of humiliated because his son was working in a coffee shop as a manager and he just didn't think that was up to speed, and the contempt he had for the financial difficulties his son was facing and all this other stuff, real contempt. So the energy of contempt is a horrible energy to be under, right? It's basically saying you're less than. It's diminishing you as a person. And that is the energy a narcissist will meet you with. Even when you achieve stuff, right? You're still never going to be good enough in their eyes because they like to invalidate you and diminish you. So, I mean, I was a straight A student for many years and, I still was never good enough. There was, even so I would accomplish all these things academically. And then my father used to sit down and say to me, yes, but you've got no common sense. People like you have no common sense. He'd also say things like, okay, I think it's good that you get, because I had a law degree, you got these merits and things, but I would never be with a woman like you. Yeah, I could never be attracted to a woman that was so ambitious, or, it wasn't even ambition at that point. It was just what I was naturally doing, but like they have to bring you down. They have to judge you negatively. Even my great academic at that time achievements had to be undermined by the fact that I was no longer really of value as a woman. It was okay for a man to have those sort of things, but as a woman it would make me unattractive. They have to bring you down. And so you're playing a losing game when you're trying to get their validation, appreciation, love, all that kind of stuff. But you have to know that the only thing you should be judging yourself on, my loves, is your authentic values, your authentic standards, your authentic self. How much you are you. The narcissist does not want you to be your authentic self. They do not want you in your authentic power. They want you to be what they need you to be. You see, and that takes us outside of ourselves. Yeah? Only you can judge you because you know your heart. You know your intention. You know what matters to you deep inside, and that's all that matters, right? And people, and I talk a lot about people pleasing and other strategies that we adopt to survive this cycle and how to break free of them, because they are toxic as well. But people say, well, you shouldn't care what other people think, right? And I don't really think that's true, right? One, we're kind of tribal by our nature, a community-led people, and it's natural to care what other people think. Now, it's natural to want to fit in and belong. It's natural to want to find common values. Where it gets unhealthy is where we're doing it at expense to our authentic self. Remember that. It gets unhealthy if I'm doing things that are at the expense of me being my authentic self, my true self, true to my heart, true to my values, true to my wants, needs and desires. If I'm living in a martyrdom or self-sacrificing or people-pleasing at a cost to what I really want and need, right, then it's going on to the unhealthy side of that. But actually caring about the opinions of others and wanting to belong and fit in, you know, it's human nature to an extent. So it's not, I don't think you shouldn't care, you know, don't care about what anyone thinks, I'm just going to do my own stuff. Well, we're community focused beings, right? I do care what other people think, but it was never going to stop me following my dreams, following my purpose, doing what I know I need to do. Do I care about what other people think? Yeah, I care about the collective consciousness. I care about my impact on the world. I care about that I'm doing a good job for people here. You know, I do care what they think. I wouldn't ever think, oh, you know, I'm just going to do my stuff and I don't care what the people who are involved, because it is a co-creation. All our work in the world and all our connections are co-creations. I do care what people think. It just doesn't stop me doing what is authentically true to me. And that's the key, right? So if you like this content, please keep liking, subscribing and sharing. You can check out the offers I've got on in the comments. Lots of love, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.